I'm back on the PFO. Back on the PFO league. Damn, I done keep that bit way out of bounds. Yo.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone.
Can you hear me? Okay, so Javion just ain't got his headset in. I just wanted to make sure my mic went fucked up. I like, man, what the hell? Alright, that'll work.
Now to start their next drive.
That's all I need to know.
Little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Yeah.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They go back to Pollard on second down, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That's what fucked me up.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation.
Yeah.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray now. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Ford. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A throw out wide caught by Pascal. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And Viking fans always remember that Kyle Rudolph held down the tight end position for the better part of a decade. But Irv Smith was drafted in the 2nd round in 2019 as his eventual replacement. And that time is now. A first down catch there for Smith.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. He'll buy some time right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. He's going to go up top for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jerry Jeudy as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to try and go deep again. And his pass is intercepted for the third time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
How did I miss that, man? How did I miss my first read?
Good starting field position for him.
He cheated over there for a reason.
At the 40. After the turnover, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Vikings have the length of position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Chase Young picks up his second sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll run left with Pollard. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Murray going to throw. Out quickly to Jeudy. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
First down, Murray. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in yet? He got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Come on.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Murray. And this one complete to Smith. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down. Murray now to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Chase Young able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
What? I know. I am happy. I just don't understand what you're saying. You talking, I got my earphones. Gotta make sure I know what you're saying. Then you talking like a little baby. But I heard you.
All until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter. Sort of get them into the flow of the game.
You gonna
come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. 3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Buying time to his left. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
On first down, Pollard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Dalvin Tomlinson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Vikings on third down.
I got this camera on.
In this game. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Folks' kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline, poor miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Allen. Eluding the pressure. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to Grant. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Allen. That is caught. It's Uzama. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Vikings, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week.
Yeah,
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.